Yeah.
You want to like him, but you can't.
Are you listening?
What?
Are you listening?
Did you bring me on this show to insult me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all don't want it with us, man. We straight gangsters over here.
Straight
man.
gangsters. Shit. The Scout Team is back with Scout Team After Dark.
What?
There's a bunch of bitches up in the studio tonight.
Bruh.
I am one of your hosts. They call me Loudbeard.
You are the most egotistical, self-deluded person I have ever met.
The man to my right, he is a mythological beast known as America. And hopefully his microphone's on.
America! I could be one of your kids.
America!
Erica loves my shit. I go to TRL. Look how many hugs I get.
And there is a motherfucking golden ghost up in this shit tonight.
Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
I was gonna say that we were doing like ultra professional, like the intro and everything, but
Nah,
then you guys
son.
got on there. It's like I forgot it's Scout Team After
After
Dark,
Dark.
man. It's Wednesday
Hey, man,
night.
we're all serious every morning. We want to let go,
We gotta
man.
let
We want to
loose.
let loose. Foot loose.
During the mornings, we're all like, hello, guys. This is Scout Team Sports. We're buttoning up
Hey,
today.
guys, I'm Loudbeard. It's nice to meet you.
Tonight on Sports News.
Tonight on Sports News Radio. Sports News Now.
Hey, Anthony, remember we were doing the notes?
Cross-eyed Chad Kelly.
The notes, yeah.
Yeah,
the
what
note-
were we going to talk about tonight?
Pot.
Pot. You damn dirty pot
Well,
dealer.
he's learned that now not only does Canada sell Molson, but they also sell weed.
A.
But you've never smoked it.
Only smoke them if you got them.
Are you gonna ask me that like on? We're live. Like
You've already admitted on live air that you've never done
So
it.
if you
No,
guys
no,
Google
no,
Or you said
Golden
you did like
Ghost.
one time.
One time.
Somebody's, you're like, I think I got glaucoma, and they're like, here, try this.
No, it was at my brother-in-law's
You're like,
wedding.
I got bronchitis.
It was my brother-in-law's wedding. I followed him out. I thought the good liquor was out there, so I
Uh-huh,
followed out,
uh-huh,
and you
uh-huh.
know, he's like, "Dude, we're not drinking, we're smoking." I'm like, oh, well, you know, I'm already half drunk, so
You say I got bronchitis. You think pot's good for bronchitis?
Of course, why
I think
not?
pot's
It's-
good
It
for
clears it
everything.
up. Clears up the airwaves.
I think
Makes you
pot's
feel
good for
man.
everything, man. Seriously, I think it's a miracle.
I mean, you
drug.
tried it once. It made it. It was miraculous.
To be
You
honest
never
with
even
you-
had to try it again.
To
It was
be
so
honest- to be honest with
miraculous.
you, I was so drunk I don't even remember. They said I was doing it wrong. So
Here-
they
here's
stopped
what
me
I-
from
Were you
doing
here's-
it.
smoking
here's
from
what I
the
haven't
lit
I'm
end?
just saying.
Here's what I haven't told you, Loudbeard. We went to high school together, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
He really was a true white guy. Then he smoked weed, and the rest is history.
That was
Listen,
some.
listen.
That's some
That
good
sounds good
weed.
weed.
That's
Listen.
some pigmentation weed right there.
Listen, I was my body was a temple. Okay, now it's
hell
just
does
like
that
a
mean?
international.
Before
house
he
of
was white, he's like,
pancakes.
my body is a temple.
My body is a temple.
Hey, player, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey,
It's
that's
me,
a nice
Anthony
body you
Mack,
got
man
there,
of the
Anthony
Golden
Mack.
Light.
Wait. So listen. So you know my story. What's your story? Like you guys are saying, like you know, you only smoked it once. Like you guys are into the.
Loudbeard?
My most recent entanglement involved some pot brownies in Jamaica, and that shit was so bad, like so heavy duty, and I'm not prepared for that because I'm just a pasty white dude over here. That had me knocked on my ass for a very long time.
Really,
And-
there was none in them at all? There's just like
Just
the Jamaican
told
guys
them.
are like, hey, let's just sell this white boy some hey, John
Brownies.
boy, hey, come over here.
Yo, man.
Yo, man, let me sell you some brownies.
Would you like some brownies with
Man,
the
my
weed?
Jamaican accent
It might have
is
just been
awful.
food poisoning. I have no idea what was in those, but they could have just like put salmonella. I would have never known.
Did you ever listen
I was
to
like, that shit fucked me up.
Did you ever listen to the Adam Sandler CDs? You ever guys ever listen to those?
Who?
The Adam Sandler CDs?
I've heard of them.
There was this one where it was just the guy. He's like, yeah,
Sloppy
man, I
Joes.
had like 18 beers, man, and they're like, yeah, that was non-alcoholic beer. He's like, oh, then I must be messed up off of this weed, man. Like, yeah, it's just oregano, man. Like,
He's just doing nothing. He's just being.
then it
him.
must be this acid, man. Yeah, we just gave you a piece of paper, bro. Like,
So we're here at Loudbeard. So what's up?
Yeah. Come on, loud stubble.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Oh, wait.
Hey, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Wait a
Hey, I'm
minute.
just here
Wait a
so I
minute.
won't
Wait a
get
minute.
Listen, one of us has a job. that
What the
can't
hell is he talking
that
about?
can't specify those. I can't admit those kind of things. I'm a federal agent. You guys know this.
Hey, you can look me up on Wikipedia as Loudbeard. It is not going to track me back to my job. I don't care. That's why. I
No one
mean,
knows who the Golden Ghost is. I wear a mask.
Ghostface killer.
gosh. All right.
I don't wear a
So
mask to protect me. I wear a mask to protect the people around me.
So since we're talking about weed, let's
Okay.
talk a little bit about Denver.
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 We touched a little bit on this morning. What did you think about old Chad Kelly breaking and entering and chilling out on people's couches, stoned or coked out of his mind?
Wait, what?
You haven't heard this yet?
No, you know I don't listen to sports radio.
All right, so,
what's up?
I'm going to put this out here to you.
ahead.
So if you're a Denver Broncos football player and you decide to throw a Halloween party,
You're Von Miller.
you're Von Miller. Let's say, probably the most recognizable Denver Broncos player. You got to have a themed party, right? Like, you can't just say, let's have a Halloween party or masquerade. Like, you need to have it themed. So this was like a cocaine cowboy themed party. Everybody was showing up, dressed up like they had been on coke, which half of them probably were, but for the NFL doesn't want to hear that. And right now, Anthony Mack is he's Googling pictures of this party, and he is in shock. I saw a picture of Emmanuel Sanders with white stuff all over his underlip or overlip or whatever you want to call that.
Bruh.
Anthony Mack, what are you feeling about these guys, man?
Bro,
Come on, bro.
these it never amazes me how no matter how much money you get, you can still get stupid. You can still get like
You
Dude.
can take the guy out of stupid, but you can't take the stupid out of the guy.
ow, ow, like really? You're-
So they're at this cocaine-themed party, and he gets a little rowdy with one of the guests.
Chad
And
Kelly is he,
Chad
right?
Kelly's the quarterback.
Backup quarterback, not the real quarterback, the
Drafted,
backup.
just drafted recently
Yep.
by
Yeah,
the Denver
yeah.
Broncos. And so Von Miller's like, hey, you got to go. So Von Miller has security at this party. So then Chad Kelly starts fighting with the security that's trying to kick him out.
Dude, one of them's dressed up as the crackhead off of Dave Chappelle.
I mean, that's what I would
That
go
was Emmanuel
as.
Sanders. That's funny, right?
I
That's
would
funny.
go as that. You'd probably go as Clayton Bigsby, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. There's no. Yeah, I would. Plain Bigsby all the way, baby.
Come on, man. As an NFL player doing a cocaine party,
That's
is that
pretty-
smart in the middle of the season?
He's not smart for throwing it, but people showing up as if they're is definitely not smart. I mean, in today's media age, anything can be misconstrued. But obviously, this guy got drunk. I'm just
Now,
gonna say drunk off his. I'm not gonna say he did cocaine.
You know that like the punter showed up with like a Coca-Cola like costume and it was like, wow, totally did not understand
Biker.
what this
I'm an idiot.
One of them, yeah.
Yeah.
It had to be
Somebody,
like the
Oh.
punter or somebody.
Was this
The long
Coca-Cola
snapper.
Classic?
dude, my punter was cool in school, but yeah, I can see something like that happening.
We'll go long snapper then. Long snapper's
Long
never
snapper,
cool.
yeah, it's
So
a long
then-
Never
snapper.
cool
So
guy.
then
Holy
homeboy
crap,
Chad Kelly,
man.
he's maybe a little inebriated on something. We don't know what yet. Decides to enter a home at 1 a.m., sit down on the couch next to a woman and her baby, and watch TV with her.
So wait. Hold on.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
It's
I
1
mean, that
a.m.
really got out of hand fast.
What house did
It's
he?
3 a.m.
Did
and
he
I must
break in
be
one of Von
lonely.
Miller's neighbor's house?
I don't know where this house was. I didn't hear that part of the story, but I don't know if he broke in. I think the door was unlocked. I think he just walked
He
in.
walked in and laid down on the
At
couch.
1
and laid
o'clock
down
in
on
the
the couch. He's like,
morning?
hey, I'm just gonna lay my head here.
Wow.
Yeah. So then the husband saw him, got I guess like a vacuum tube, and started whacking him with it until he left.
I didn't read that part.
Yeah.
That makes it even more special. Like, what kind of dude you got to be like, oh, my God, there's a guy on my couch.
Let me
What do
hit
I
him
have?
with a
Let me get the
vacuum
closest
tube.
weapon. Let me get here's the extension tube
From
to
the
my
vacuum.
vacuum.
Oh,
This is going to fight him off. Ding,
Holy crap,
ding,
bro.
ding. Hey, I think he's got a concussion from the vacuum tube.
Bro.
Come on, man.
How? How did Von Miller? How? I'm a millionaire. I got money. Hey, let me. Somebody call this guy a driver. What?
But wait, there's more.
Oh,
God,
the
bro.
suspense is building.
This is nuts, man. Go
So
ahead.
then he takes off from the house. The
I'm high
police
now.
go looking for him. They set up a perimeter, and then they finally find him hiding in some theater or some theater parking lot.
Wow.
Well, he was driving.
I don't know if he was driving, walking, running.
He
I
was
didn't-
naked in the middle of the parking lot,
in the
hiding
back of
in
the
plain
chicken coop.
sight.
Holy
He was going
bruh.
streaking through the quad.
He pulled the Smokey on Friday. He was naked
Probably.
in the backyard in the chicken coop.
Maybe.
God dang it, bro.
Mm.
This is crazy.
So
That's nuts.
Twitter is always a great place to get your news.
Yes.
And I
Twitter
saw
is savage.
I saw two great tweets. Somebody had mentioned since John Elway joined the Broncos front office in 2011, he's drafted 5 quarterbacks. None are still on the roster. Here's his list. Ready? Brock Osweiler,
He's solid. He's starting for Miami.
Zach Dysert,
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
Trevor Simeon,
Oh, local boy. Go get him, Trevor.
Paxton Lynch,
Yeah, he was garbage.
and Chad Kelly.
All right, so John Elway knows quarterbacks.
So
he's
not-
a quarterback whisperer.
So it starts off as not a funny tweet, right?
right.
Until somebody replies, quarterbacks drafted by the Colorado Rockies. Ready for this list?
Yes.
Michael Vick,
Solid.
Russell Wilson,
Solid.
Todd Helton,
Solid.
Seth Smith, and
Solid.
Kyle Parker.
Holy shit!
Yes.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on Twitter. It's got to be
Russell
true.
Wilson was a baseball player. He got drafted in the MLB draft.
Michael Vick though.
I didn't know Michael Vick had, but
it-
it's on Twitter, so it has to be true.
9 times out
It's
of
like
10,
Wikipedia.
if you played quarterback, chances are you either played baseball or MLB was like, this kid's an athlete. He has an arm. Let's just draft him
Yeah.
and throw
Round
some money at him.
47th.
Right. Let's just throw money at Michael Vick and see if he wants to leave base or football behind and play baseball.
I'm perplexed on this Wednesday night.
Like
Well, you
Tim-
better get your ass unperplexed.
I mean, this Double D is doing something to me.
So we're sitting here drinking some double D's.
And listening to how Chad Kelly got high, drunk, or both.
And now he's off the team.
Wow, what an idiot, man. What an idiot. And Von Miller, I'm gonna say something, man. Von
Just
Miller,
say it. Dude, don't hold back.
Shame
Don't
on
hold
Von
back.
Miller for not having it. What's the right word? Escorts.
Yeah.
Escorts to get people home.
Is
After
escorts
this party
the
in
word
the
you're
middle
really
of the
looking
season.
for? I think there was probably escorts there,
Well, I
but they
mean,
didn't know how
hold
to
on.
drive home
Maybe-
because they were partaking in the little bit of snow coming down out of the sky,
Wait,
man.
Maybe he's talking
Oh.
about Ford escorts.
No, he's talking about escorts,
Hey,
you know.
Ford escorts would be okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, hey, Ford, the official sponsor of Scout Team Radio. Listen,
Every time you mention that sponsor, we're making that money.
hell yeah, baby, Ford.
Making it rain.
So yeah,
like with
that's
the escorts. Yeah.
Wait, we're not
Ford
sponsored by
escorts.
Ford, but we are sponsored by Jimmy's Escort Service.
Jimmy's Escort Service.
Hey,
The finest of ladies.
if you talk to Jimmy, tell him Loudbeard sent you.
Quench your sports thirst.
To Jimmy, bro. Shame on Von Miller for not having people there to get people home. It's in the middle of the season. He's a veteran player. He should know better. Come on, do better. Do better.
This is
Wait,
a
wait.
bad look on the Broncos.
Is this horror? What?
Did you just say do
This is
better,
the-
or did you say do something? I can't tell if this is a Willie Taggart sweet
Yeah, do
speech,
something.
Hey.
or if
Hashtag
this
do
is
something.
actually motivational.
Do better.
Do better?
Do better.
That's what she said.
That's crazy.
I'm getting a beer. You got to hold down the
You
show
gotta
for
get
a second.
Another double D.
Yeah, I'm double upping
I
on the
don't
double
want
D,
another
man.
Double D.
I told
It's
you
too
you couldn't
much.
handle that.
No, I'm not saying it's too much. I'm just saying I don't
Like
want
his-
another one.
He's
Okay.
finally grown hair
okay,
on his
give
balls.
me another fucking double D.
Oh.
Jackass. Dude, all I'm saying is Von Miller should know better. He's a team leader.
Yeah.
Come on. Do better. Come on. I mean, seriously.
You're okay if you're the Denver Broncos and it's just Chad Kelly messing up. I think when they first got the story, they're like, all right, it's our backup quarterback.
Kelly,
we'll
yeah,
just
Chad
let him
Kelly
go.
fucked up. But then
And
he's
then
like,
they
he
start
came
hearing
from a
like,
party.
oh, wait a minute, it came from a party. Well, where was this party at? Oh, it was at Von Miller's house, the leader of our team?
God
Please
damn.
tell me that other teammates weren't there. Nope,
fine.
they were. The entire Denver Broncos team,
The
or at least a
entire
good
team.
majority of them.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So I mentioned how there was the punter that shows up in the Coca-Cola outfit. There's also one other guy who all the players when he came are like, dude, don't say nothing about the party. Like, don't say anything about the party when he
Gotcha.
comes around. And then they're like, oh, what are you guys doing tonight? Nothing. We got a game this week, so I'm gonna call it early. Then, yesterday when the news broke out, he came into practice like, what's up, guys? How come you didn't invite me? He's the guy when he's not around, they call him Farva.
Farf.
Yeah, but which guy is it? Like, we
I-
got to pick out the lineup here. Where's the Broncos team?
Pull up the Broncos roster.
Let's see. Who could it be on this team? I mean, are we going Case Keenum? Is Case
It
Keenum
probably,
the
it
guy?
probably could be Case Keenum. He's the new guy.
Yeah, they wouldn't invite Case.
His name's Case.
Yeah, they wouldn't invite Case, man. They'd be like, nah, sorry, man.
Hey guys, I thought you guys said you'd tell me if there's a party, man.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm his lawyer, I'm like, you can't literally break into a house if the door is open. I'm just saying.
No, he got charged with felony trespassing. Is what he got charged
That's
with.
crazy. I mean, the door
This segment was brought to you
but
by
that's just
legal
'cause-
advice from Golden Ghost.
Just because
Yeah, the door is open.
Hey, the door's open. Just walk on through. It's cool. Hey,
Party in here. Party in
man.
here.
next time you're at the bank, if the vault is
Just
open,
walk in.
Just walk on in.
Hey, legal advice from
if,
out of my head.
if you walk past the cash register and the cash register's open, that money's practically yours.
Mm-hmm.
This one got a lot different flavor. We went
Nice.
New England IPA style with a little 16-mile solar flare.
What's the password?
Fuck
New
it.
England clam chowder. Is that the red or the white?
Oh
red
boy.
and a white?
Oh, I can never remember.
Manhattan is the red. He's going
that.
Family
The
Guy.
white? No, that's
Oh.
Ace Ventura. Are you kidding me?
Oh, you're right.
God, you guys are fired.
I think he did it on
You guys are
Family
fired.
Guy, no? Family
No.
Guy copies everything.
They do.
You know who else copies everything? The motherfucking scout team, yo.
Yeah, we do.
We don't
It
call
doesn't
it
ma-
Shit, we're originators.
You haven't been on the show in 2 weeks.
Shut up.
Oh, well, maybe once last week.
Like little does anybody know, there was a television show out of San Francisco in 1975, and on the show it was called Cabana Boy Express, and on the show, the host of the show had a guy, he was known as the man with the golden mic,
That's what
and
it was.
a guy named Mike in a Speedo spray painted golden, and that's where
That's where it came from. Your
Anthony Mack
nickname, you
got
never
it.
told me. I thought it was supposed to be something cool, but you
That's-
Cabana Boy.
That's not where it came from.
So now we've got the male aficionado, the Cabana Boy, the Golden
Cabana
Ghost,
Boy
the man with
Express.
the Cabana Boy Express, because he likes it quick.
That's not where it came from. It's
all
just
aboard.
Oh man,
It's just-
It's the Cabana Boy Express.
Something's wrong with you people. Something's wrong.
ain't
with
nothing wrong with us,
Something's wrong with
man.
you
You
people.
better,
the host
stop.
would be like, "Hey, Golden Mike, yeah, boy, what's going on?"
That definitely never happened.
Good,
not that I saw.
Golden.
The host of the show name was Tony, which we all know is short for Anthony. Do you ever go by Tony?
Only my mom calls me Tony.
Damn.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Al
So now,
Capone.
if your
I'll
mom
beat
calls you Anthony, then you know it's serious. Like she's pissed.
I don't think she's.
What's your middle name?
does
Is
she
it
do
Anthony?
it in like a?
Anthony Keith.
Does she do it in like a New York
Keith.
Italian accent? Like, hey, Tony.
No.
You know what Chris's middle name is? United States.
United States. Hyphenated.
Chris, United States, America.
That's just a bad joke.
We did it this morning and we thought it was hilarious.
It was great.
It was maybe it wasn't as good as we
You
thought.
two are laughing. All right, got you.
Oh,
Now that's hilarious that you guys got that.
I was a second behind. It didn't.
Leave Kauai alone. What I said? Kauai?
Hey, Kawhi is
Kauai.
killing it in Toronto, man. Undefeated. Guy is on fire. This
It's
is gonna-
Toronto. It's the East.
Toronto's going to be the best team in the East.
It's the East.
Celtics are looking bad. They're
Celtics
getting.
are looking bad.
They got beat by the Magic. Let that
No,
sit in.
no. The Celtics aren't looking bad. The Magic are just looking good.
Yeah.
No, don't prop that up. man.
Except they got blown out by Charlotte.
You know what?
Just put that in
LeBron
perspective.
James and the Cleveland Cavaliers
put
got
that in
blown
your
out by the
pipe
Magic
and
last
smoke
year.
it.
You know, blowouts happen in
Wait,
the
Charlotte's
NBA.
still around?
Yeah, man, Charlotte Hornets.
I thought they went to New Orleans.
No, well, they did, and
then
then
they
Charlotte got another team. They
Damn.
called themselves the
I haven't-
Bobcats
Oh, that's
until
right.
New Orleans finally let go of the Hornets
Yeah, I
name
haven't-
and went with the Pelicans,
I haven't been.
which you
Hey,
tell
seriously?
us is your favorite.
You're like, is Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson still in the Hornets?
Grandmama.
Grandmama. Now, Grandmama is 10 times better than Uncle Drew. I'm
Hell
not.
yeah.
I don't like that Uncle Drew character. I don't know why. Like, it was funny for the first commercial. Then they made a movie out of it.
Yeah, the movie was.
Is it bad?
Did you see it?
You
Yeah,
saw
I
it?
saw
Oh man.
Did you drop money on it?
No.
If anybody ever
I'm
lets
pirate,
Kyrie
pirate,
Irving make
pirate.
another movie, I'm done. I'm
You
just
know,
done.
you know what the problem was?
You think
he
he's in
was-
Space Jam too?
You know what the problem was? He wasn't the bad one in the movie.
Who was
it
the
Shaq?
bad
It was
one?
everybody else. It was Shaq. Shaq's just always horrible.
Shaq was in there. I didn't know Shaq was in that movie.
Shaq was horrible.
Dude,
And the
Shaq is
comedian-
good in a lot of movies. I
and
like
the
Shaq.
comedians that were around him were actually horrible. Kyrie as Uncle Drew actually wasn't that bad. You're gonna have to watch it. We're gonna have to.
No,
do it.
I don't.
We're,
No,
we're gonna
I'm
have
good.
to. We're
I'll
gonna
take
have-
your word for
We're
it.
gonna have to go to Denver
Pass.
and.
I'm going to
Watch
if
Uncle
I'm
Drew.
going to smoke
Yes,
pot,
we're
it's
gonna
in
have- well,
Canada.
Oh, we go to Canada. I got my passport.
Hey,
what,
man.
what he meant to say is we're
I'm
going to go to
jumping on
Denver,
that train.
Puff pass.
Yeah.
Puff, puff.
Hey, look, Canada is always a place I want to go. We just got to
Have
go.
you
in the
never
summer.
been to Canada?
I ain't never been to Canada.
Canada's fun, man. I went to
They
Toronto.
don't let me out the country,
Love
bro.
Toronto, man.
They don't let black people out the country like that.
Now you can't go up like really far
They're like,
north where
hey,
they
how's
like
it going, eh? We have a
there's like 5
quota
people.
we need here, eh? And
Yeah.
we don't have many.
when there's 500 moose to every one
Suspicious.
person, that's when you've gone too far.
All right.
Turn
Then they-
around and run.
Then they saw your Harry Potter collection fall out, and they're like,
Oh,
oh, he's
come
a
on,
white
man.
guy, eh? Let's get him out of here. We already got enough of those, eh?
Is multiple moose, meese?
I don't know what they are,
Moose?
but they're scary animals.
Is it moose and meese?
We always think
Mooses.
of bullwinkle.
mooses.
Mises.
Mises are not fun animals. They're angry. They're like hippos.
Yeah.
You think hungry hippos with those marble walls? Those are people's heads that they're chopping off. Mooses and Mises are the same way.
I believe they're mean animals.
They will eat your ass.
Like, literally. They will toss your salad.
Oh, you're listening to Scott Team After Dark. Holy
Send
smokes,
all of your
dude.
hate mail to Twitter at MACK Scout Team. Max Scout Team on Twitter. Send your hate mail.
He may or may not toss your salad, but a moose will.
Peter's
He may be
listening to
tossing
it.
a moose's salad.
Peter's listening to us right now. They're like, hey, listen, you can't talk about the meese like
They're
that.
like, wait, they're talking about salad, which is good, but they're talking about moose
Meese.
doing it. I don't know.
No mooses
What is
were
wrong with those guys?
harmed in tossing the salad. They actually
Holy
enjoyed it.
smokes. Dude, are we talking about basketball? What are we doing?
We're talking
Wait, you were talking about moose
basketball.
tossing salad.
No, that wasn't me
That was
at
all you, man.
Dude, run the tape. Run the tape back, man. I'm just saying. So, Toronto's doing good.
Yeah.
Magic is okay.
Magic's okay.
Well, you know what?
Lakers,
The
I
Magic were
predicted
okay
it
for the
already.
first 6 games last year.
I know. They're 2-2 or something like
And-
that. They may play tonight, though.
And the Lakers are,
Killing it.
yeah,
We're still waiting for that first victory.
that's rough.
0-3, man.
That's rough. It's just rough.
Oh, snap. I'm getting text from Anthony's wife. Oh, shit, that's your phone. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get up there.
Mhm.
Don't get up there.
She hears him
fella.
about tossing moose salad. She
What are you guys talking about?
Why are you
over
hanging
here?
out with those white people?
She's like, hurry home tonight, honey.
Oh man.
We're going to do some Scout Team reenactment.
No, we're not.
The
actually.
Bureau of Fun Guestimation? No, that didn't work? Sorry.
Definitely not.
Uh,
So, dude, no one really has an agenda. We're just talking. We're just talking.
What are you talking? I have an agenda.
Ian
It's
Hall.
all about
What Ian Hall's at?
Ian.
Ian Hall. He's got a new show out.
Yep.
now.
He's
No,
gonna-
is it
weekly
no,
podcast.
No bull with Hall
No
bull.
bull with Hall.
or Hole?
Hole.
I don't know.
Is he got
He's
Moose
hitting me up
Bull?
with a story right now that says Urban Meyer's the Rick Pitino of college football, and
Duh.
we got all
We
these.
knew that.
Yeah, we got all these reports saying there's friction within the locker room or within the front management between Ohio State and Urban Meyer. And I find it funny that this story's coming out after they lose. I hate it when this happens. It feels so fabricated by the media. Like, it's not like I'm saying I don't believe that it's true. It's just they're like, well, we'll hold on to this story until he loses.
Well, of course, people are upset with Urban Meyer. When you are able to sit in the room where you're being punished and say, no, I don't want to do that punishment, and they have to accept it.
Yeah, where they're like, we're going to give you an 8-month suspension.
He's like,
Yeah, we're
"Nah,
not doing that.
Go
What
to,
else you got?
Go to one game. He's like 8 months to one game. Yeah, you heard me. One game.
You heard me.
That's crazy. And of course,
They're like, okay, how about this? We'll give you one game, and then we'll say it's 2 games, but really you'll be calling plays out of a shady van.
holy crap, bro. Look, of course there's going to be friction. There's a men of power. Urban Meyer has power. Those guys with money who are paying the school and on the board has power.
When the second you get in trouble, you're like, oh, by the way, that wasn't me. That was my boy, Gene Smith, and you just throw him right in front of the bus.
That's crazy.
Yeah?
Of course.
I'm so fucking sick and tired of talking about Urban Meyer, man.
I can see that by
I'm
you
not.
just sitting
I'm
there
just
with
like-
like this face.
I-
Like,
I
why
don't
are
know
we
why-
talking about this?
I don't know
I'm not.
why,
We
but
let
I'm
him
just-
off the hook easy.
You let him off the hook.
No,
I didn't let him off the hook. You let him off the hook. I remember Anthony Mack 3 weeks ago saying, Urban Meyer, he's cool. He's my boy.
You ain't never heard
He's
that
my
out of
boy.
my mouth. Never.
Well,
I don't know. I just
ever.
I'm tired of the Urban Meyer
I do
shit.
actually recall when FSU was getting their asses beat by a bunch of teams. He was like, "Man, if Urban Meyer becomes available, I want him as my head coach."
You would never hear me say that.
All right, we're gonna go back
Ever.
to the tape.
Yeah, go back. Go listen to every
Rewind.
single thing I've ever
This
said.
is Anthony Mack, and I said this message. Urban Meyer will be a great
don't-
coach for the Florida State Seminoles because right now Willie Taggart's a piece of shit.
I don't sound like that at all.
Fast
And
forward,
Don't talk
back
about,
to real life.
and don't
Okay,
talk
guys,
about
it's-
my coach.
It's back to being
That's
Scout
my
Team Sports.
coach. Don't talk about Willie T.
Hold on, this is another message from Anthony Mack.
Swear to God, man.
Willie Taggart once ate moose ass.
You know that shit ain't funny. That shit ain't funny. That shit ain't funny at all.
He just says that.
He
Did
went
Cal
up.
have too many
He
before
went
we
up to
got here?
He went up to Canada to go ice fishing and
Man,
left
those
a
double
different
Ds, they get me
man.
up.
No. It's only one coach ever that we ever seen molest an animal.
That's true. That's Michigan coach. The Michigan coach,
Michigan coach.
Jim McElwiener.
When did he do that?
Coach Mack.
When he was. When did
I
that
mean, for all I
incident
know, those pictures could have been taken when he was a Colorado State coach, and then they got released. We don't know what this guy was
happen?
into.
The shark was wearing a gator sweater.
What does it take for you to sit there in a boat and say, that's a fucking cool shark. I'm getting naked and laying next to it. Take my picture.
That is absolutely.
I mean, how much coke do you have to be on to do that shit?
Chad Kelly's the one that took the picture. There was a moose on board. Said this checks out.
It's
This
legal.
shit is
It's
real
good.
right here. This is
Holy
happening. You can see the
smokes.
guy taking the picture, and there's like 2 or 3 other dudes. Like, this shit is really happening. Look what he's doing. He's on the boat. He's sleeping next to the shark.
I want to say he lost a bet. I really want to say he lost a bet, but hell, he was smiling, so I don't think he lost the bet. I think he wanted to do it. He wanted to do it.
So since I'm tired of talking about Urban Meyer, I'm going to talk about something else
Go ahead.
that I think has not been talked about enough in the world, and that's Colin Kaepernick. You ready for this?
Wait, what?
So Malcolm
Whoa, we're switching
Jenkins comes out and he says that he can't believe Cap doesn't have a job. Look how trash the Jacksonville Jaguars quarterbacks are playing.
Ha!
And I just want to say one thing to you. Nobody disrespects Blake Bortles like that. Nobody disrespects him. God damn it, what was Malcolm Jenkins on? That guy was on coke. Give him a drug test. NFL, get rid of these people.
Come on, man. You know he's got
Blake Bortles?
ugly thrown balls.
Come on, man.
Ugly thrown
He's top
balls. He's top 5 what?
I don't know what the category is, but he's top 5 something. Get off of his nuts. He's a good quarterback. Just because he got benched for Cody Kessler in the game and he's been outscored by like 80 points in the last 3 games doesn't mean he's a bad quarterback.
Is Kessler starting this week?
Nope. Blake Bortles was named the starter
Yeah.
because he's the damn GOAT. And the boat. Some people call him a boat. Best of all time. Hashtag. Have you ever heard of that?
Did you just make that up?
Yeah,
No, that's a thing.
it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Boat.
Check it out.
Hashtag it on. Well, I guess if you hashtag boat on Twitter, I bet weird shit comes up, like people sleeping with sharks inside of a boat.
Let's find out. Boat.
We need a bigger boat.
There's definitely a hashtag boat.
Boat.
Yeah, there's gonna be a
Like,
lot.
there's definitely a hashtag boat.
There definitely is, but
Like
I'm
what
not
comes-
gonna say it says the best
Now
of all time.
there's probably not like a hashtag top 5 Blake Bortles on boats.
Yes,
That's probably not one, but
Bortles Mania. That's a hashtag. I use it
Bortle
regularly.
Bortle boat. Is
So
that
you-
what you want to do?
hashtag banana boats.
Do you agree or disagree with Malcolm Jenkins? Just agree.
Absolutely,
You agree?
dude. It's so many. Not just Blake Bortles. It is trash quarterbacks that are second or starting for teams throughout the NFL. Give the guy. Come on.
First
man.
of all,
This
I
is-
hope you're not
this-
talking about Derek Anderson because he came off of his couch.
What?
And he came out of retirement to bring the Buffalo Bills back to another defeat. Derek Anderson, to me, this is a real man. This is a real football guy that deserves the credit that you are not giving him. So don't tell me that Kaepernick would be better than Derek Anderson.
So speaking of Malcolm Jenkins, do you agree with Eric Reed?
that he got
That,
sold.
that
he
he's a
sold him
sellout.
out? Yeah. I mean, every cause has dissenters, I guess, right? Every cause has that one person that uses it the wrong way, I guess. I haven't looked too much into the situation. I'm going to say this. If the money that he got went to fund things that Cap
matter,
was kneeling,
yeah.
that
Yeah.
Cap was kneeling about, he's not a sellout. He's not.
But if it went to his new upstart company, Moose Salads,
Then yes, it's a sellout.
yeah.
I mean, that's just the simplest way to put it, right? I mean, people are going to be sellouts if they take the money to do crazy things. Like, I want a new Lamborghini, so I'm going to start a foundation that's going to
Yeah.
Lamborghinis for us. All right, yeah, they're your sellout. But if you're actually going to empower kids in the inner cities to keep kids off the streets, then I'm all right with it. I'm fine with it.
This is serious. I'm gonna give you some music.
Some serious music.
And after he just finished his whole point, he's like,
Now you gotta
talking
keep
about
talking.
Nah, I'm good, man.
All right, fuck you.
And that's not serious music. What is that?
I don't know. That's the only one I got.
it. Oh, hold on.
No, don't do it.
Hold on. I was going to say that's music he gets down to, and then I remembered a story I wanted to talk about. Let me pull it
Let's
up
go.
here.
Here we go. We got more stories.
What kind of music do you guys get down to?
Shania Twain.
Yeah.
What? I believe that, though. You do have Jar Jar Binks on the back of your car, so
Come on, man.
I'm
Don't
just
be
saying.
hating on Jar
Dude,
Jar.
I want to put
First
some
of all,
stickers on the back of my car.
People love Star Wars. Star Wars is one of the greatest.
Nobody likes
series.
Jar Jar, though.
It's one and the same.
Huh?
If you like Star Wars, you like all the characters.
That's not true.
If I had an Ewok back there, would you be giving me shit?
I like Ewoks.
They're
They're
cute.
cute.
They're cuddly. They're
It's
furry.
It's kind of like being a Florida State fan and having to root for Willie Taggart.
Why are you always on my Florida State, man? We're gonna be.
I don't know why, man.
Dude,
it's just
how did
so
you guys?
easy.
How did you guys?
I don't
jump
know
rankings
why.
That quick,
Huh?
though? How did you guys jump up rankings like that, though?
Because we beat teams. That's what happens when you win. I know
What,
you guys
you're-
aren't
you're
used to
eight
that.
I don't
now,
know.
though? You're 8 now,
LSU did a
though?
better job jumping up when they lost.
You-
So maybe you
exactly.
should try doing that.
So you're at 8 right now.
I think we're at 9.
You're at 9
Hey,
above UCF.
hey,
like
No, we don't
really?
deserve to be above you. We should be above LSU. That's for sure.
Bye
LSU's
week.
at 5.
You know they got that big win
Where's
last
Kentucky
week.
at?
Bye week.
Kentucky should
14.
be ranked above Gators.
Hell yeah, they should be
They
ranked
should
above
definitely be
Gators.
ranked above
so,
Gators.
Dude, this is.
All right, let me get
I'm
to
with
my.
you. Burn it all down. This
let
is
me
garbage.
Let me get back to my story here.
Go
So
ahead.
Playboy had an interview with our favorite coach, John
Playboy-
Gruden.
Playboy still.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. get
Yeah,
back
play
on
that
music.
music.
There we
yeah, go. This is definitely background music material. Go ahead.
So they're talking
Wieners.
about when John Gruden lost his virginity.
Last year.
I mean, it's Playboy. What else are they going to talk about? Sports? All right, so Playboy asked,
If this story doesn't end with a dirty Sanchez, I don't know what will.
What the fuck is a dirty Sanchez?
what?
What's a dirty? I don't even want to know. Nope. I'm not Googling that shit.
Google
Nope.
it.
I'm not Googling that shit.
Hey,
no.
guys, hold on.
Fuck that. No.
At Max
I'm
Scout
not
Team,
doing. I'm not
tell
Googling dirty
at Max
Sanchez.
Scout Team what
Nope.
a dirty Sanchez. Send them
I'm
all
not even
pictures
going on Twitter.
at Max
No.
Scout Team what a dirty Sanchez
Hell
is.
Next
no,
time you're like
not
at your
happening.
kid's school, make sure that's when you
Nope.
Google it.
Nope. Not happening. You
At-
son of
Maybe
a bitch.
Max
your
Scout
son's
Team.
football practice.
We need
Google
your help,
it.
Twitter, at Max Scout Team. Whether you're listening tonight, on Wednesday night, whether you're
not-
listening on Friday,
I think he was
Listen to him.
Zorro's
Whether you're
sidekick. They called him the
listening-
Dirty Sanchez.
I'm
whether
not
you're
doing it.
listening 3 weeks from
I'm
now
not doing it.
in November on our ScoutTeamRadio.com website, send him at Max Scout Team Dirty Sanchez
I'm not
photos.
doing it. I'm not doing it.
All right, so
I'm
Playboy asks, by then you were a graduate assistant helping the Vols football team, but you were no virgin. Giving us a tip sheet on your first sexual score. Gruden says, do I have to? Playboy says, America wants to know. And it's true, I do.
Chris
I don't.
America.
And then so Gruden says, I've lied about this before. I've told some fibs, okay? I lost my virginity to the Notre Dame fight song. Wow.
What? What?
What do I think is better?
All right.
No, dude, your stories suck, man.
I feel like that would like get him pumped up, get him ready.
Are you serious? Go ahead, finish.
He's like,
God
Spider,
damn
why
it.
banana?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah. So Playboy naturally asks, there was a band? Gruden, no, not even music, but it was in my mind. So
Wow.
He's just a weird dude, man.
while he's getting his virginity taken from him, snatched up, he's got the Notre Dame fight song going on in his head.
How old is he?
He was in college, I guess.
He lost his virginity.
I
in
know.
college?
So hold on. How old were you? 17 in South Bend on a waterbed.
Yeah. I just got mad respect right now for John Gruden
I don't.
on a waterbed.
No.
It takes some skill to have sex on a waterbed.
Well, he's in South Bend listening to the Notre Dame fight song.
in his
so,
head.
We're gonna
what?
we're gonna place you into this position,
No,
Anthony Mack.
I don't want to be in
Think
this
back when you were
position.
young
No.
Anthony Mack.
No.
Maybe you were getting yourself into that position
No.
where maybe it was going to be your first time. I want to know, what song would you play in your head right now if you had to do it over again?
Baby shark, doo 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 doo, baby shark, doo 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 doo, baby shark.
Dude, there was no song
There's
playing.
no song,
That's
like-
for damn sure.
You not like Queen, like we.
No, there's no
are the
song.
champions,
You know.
my friend.
Hey, my first time.
And we.
Now, if you're
I
gonna do
was-
Queen, it's
Listen,
got to be Fat Bottom Girls.
Listen, my first
Oh,
time. My first
yeah.
time I was taken advantage of. This is not funny, dude. I never told anybody
There
that.
was me,
There's
some
me.
Molson, and a moose.
When they said Moosehead, I thought they were
Hey.
talking about beer.
Things got weird fast when the moose gave me that eye.
Don't die on us,
bro.
buddy. Don't die on us.
Listen,
Anthony Mack's dying over here.
I got taken advantage of. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Okay.
That's what she said.
No, that's what I said. All right.
You said what?
I got taken advantage of.
That's what she said.
Oh God. What were we talking about?
Your first time.
No.
What song are you gonna play in your head?
Oh, that's right, dude. There's no song playing. Besides, I was taking advantage
You
of.
get Sir Mix-a-Lot?
I had my eyes.
Baby got back.
I had my eyes closed. I was crying.
You
Mama,
cried
Mama.
after sex.
Mama, what you
Dude,
doing to me,
she
Mama?
took advantage of me.
Girls, they're on the devil. Bobby Boucher, you gotta stay away from them.
She took advantage of me. She made me feel.
What Mama
less
don't
than.
know won't hurt her. Just think of Roy Orbison on my ass.
Oh God, bro, what is going on? What are we doing?
That
here?
double D, man.
Hey, is your story still going, or should I
Did you-
take this
Did
music
you
off?
slip some true sermon in that thing, man?
Oh God, John
I
Gruden
just-
is a horrible coach, man.
I'll be honest with you, this is the
I
best
mean, he
double D
learned how
ever.
to coach on a waterbed.
Oh God, that's horrible. Horrible. No, he's a horrible coach. The Raiders deserve everything they're getting. By the way, he let it out.
Kyle's choking on his beer from laughing so hard.
It's all right. I'm okay, guys.
We have lost. This show is like a runaway train tonight. It's just it's done.
Call you up in the middle of the night.
What?
It's not Nickelback, so he doesn't know it.
Dude, I don't know what. Something's wrong with you people.
All right, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Hold on.
Scout Team Sports was brought to you by Jimmy's Escort Service. The #1 rated escort service.
And also by Jake's Moose. Jake's Moose Escort Service. When you need a moose, get Jake's Moose Escort Service.
The only moose escort service with 5-star review from Anthony Mack on Yelp. And also brought to you by Salads by Moose. Moose and squirrel eat
Moose
salads.
and squirrel salad.
All right. That was a great commercial break.
Yeah, I don't think Jeff wants us putting up any of the sponsors on this episode. We'd probably lose every single one of them if we played the actual sponsors.
Did he call us and say, "Hey, look, guys"?
Ring Central would be like, we out.
Dropped.
Yeah.
And you're
Lexington
listening
Law would be like,
to the
we're
Scout
out.
Team After
Dude, stop
Dark.
mentioning them, bro.
I'm Loudbeard. He's the Golden Ghost. He's Chris America, and the Moose. He wasn't invited to this party, but he just showed up, and he's been tossing salads ever since.
Dude, we're
Anthony Mack, what would you like to talk about, sir?
we're
The floor is all yours.
no, I'm good, man. Are we doing an hour show today? That's what we said.
Yeah,
Yeah, 1 hour.
We're gonna cut down
1
today.
hour. We're cutting it down.
We got
Yeah.
stuff to do.
So we should get down to business.
Go ahead.
What do we got college this week?
I don't know. You did all the prep for the show. You did all the
No,
notes.
the Moose did the prep, but we kicked them out the studio.
All right. So, what do you want to? You want to talk about Conor McGregor? Okay, we'll go there.
Talk about Conor McGregor.
So Conor McGregor and now I always say Khabib, but isn't it really Habib?
Habib.
The K is
Khabib.
silent.
You gotta get the.
Is it silent?
You gotta get a lot
Yeah.
of phlegm in there.
I didn't know he was Jewish.
Yeah.
So
Habib.
Habib.
He's Muslim.
Habib. I can't even. Habib.
Let's just say
I'm
Khabib.
gonna
We're
vomit right now.
We're American.
America.
Let's
Fleming
just say
it up.
Khabib.
Habib.
That K can't
Yeah,
be
you say,
silent.
hey, Khabib, hey.
Khabib.
Khabib.
Hey, Khabib, whatever is
And
your name
Conor
is.
McGregor.
I like the way you fight there, Khabib. But listen, you got to stay inside that cage, all right? You can't be coming out like you're some animal and some like attack pit bull coming out after people now, all right? We got to keep you in the cage, but I like you. I like the way you fight, and I like the way you took it to that Irish feller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Roll damn tide.
Habib, who is not from Alabama, he got $1 million. He was owed $2 million. They're only giving him $1 million.
Holy smokes,
Him and
man.
McGregor are both getting extended suspensions as they continue to investigate and decide what kind of. I think really what it's going to be is a big fine. And the reason they're not giving Habib all of his money right now is because I think the fine's going to be somewhere in the crazy amount of money, like $500,000.
Right.
Just something like that. So they're not giving him all of his money back so that they can keep some of it. Oh, shit, the World Series just started. All right.
What do you think of this beard by Turner here?
Oh, this is one of my favorites. So
That's
some
a
of,
beard right
some of the classic show listeners, they remember Loudbeard Sports. It was one of the best podcasts ever to like be on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, it's beard versus beard. I forgot Price has a beard now.
And Justin Turner was one of my beards of the week last year at this time. And his beard has just gotten better and better.
It's golden red.
He reminds me of that guy from Game of Thrones with the red beard. I forget his real name, but that guy.
Yeah, you can see that his hair's unkept, and that's because gingers can't see the reflection in a mirror. So
Wow. Cow, he's
Well, when
throwing
you don't have a
shot.
soul, there's nothing to
there's
look
nothing to look at.
Zero. Zilch.
I'm surprised we can even see him up to bat. They actually CGI'd him into the frame so that way we can see him. On
David
camera.
Price doesn't have a chance in hell up against this guy. Straight. He's got the ginger power.
Ginger Ninja.
He's got gingivitis.
Wow.
Come on, you don't have anything, Anthony? You can't jump in on the ginger
No.
Ginger
dude,
chain?
why are you picking on people, man?
I'm picking on what? He's got
Gin-
red hair. I got red hair.
ginger
I can make
people
fun of red people with
deserve
red hair.
respect, man. Okay? I'm not going to pick on ginger people.
Ooh, like Blake Griffin?
I like ginger people. It tastes like cinnamon.
No, I'm sorry for that comment. This is a professional show, and we do not
Racist.
condone this sort of commentary on the airwaves. So for all the listeners out there, if you've tuned out or if you do not want to pay attention to anything going on right now, just remember it's all the man with the golden ghost's fault.
We had our
The man
sponsors,
what?
and now
The
they're
man
all
with the
gone.
golden ghost.
The man with the golden ghost, I have
Yeah.
a partner.
The man with
It's a
the
sidekick.
golden mind.
Dude, he has his own personality. He's the golden ghost now. Look at it.
Our listeners couldn't see what you just did, but it was funny as shit. Just take my word for it.
Yeah.
I can't even describe it. It was so funny. And if I did describe it, it wouldn't be funny. Oh, shit, you're already
man.
done with that beer?
Dude,
Man,
He's
your wife
pounding
doesn't
them.
let you out of the house very often, does she?
it's for a reason.
Oh, yeah, because of the moose
He's
situation.
huge.
I mean, if I was your wife, I'd be like, fuck that. You're not ever leaving the house. Last time what you did to that moose and what that moose did back to you? Like, I can't even describe that. Cable TV wouldn't even play that. Fox won't even play it after 11. Like, this was censored shit.
I swear to God, man. I swear to God.
We're gonna need an explicit content label
on this episode. Yes. Dude.
I think that should be the title of the episode: explicit content.
The funny part is Anthony thought it was cutting edge when we were like, pot. He's like, pot? Holy
Pot.
shit, we could say pot
And then
on
we're
air.
like, and then as soon as we said pot, I'm like, we're taking this to moose salad.
Moose salad.
This is definitely
silky
a
smooth.
level.
Oh
Moose.
shit!
Hold on.
I just got a text from Crystal, something or another. I don't want to mention
Excuse
the moose friend, Crystal. She likes moose and squirrel. She says.
Now here's the other song that goes on in Mac's head: moose salad, yummy yummy.
That's a song.
Moose salad. It's by the what are they called?
Oh,
The refreshments.
Now, who are the
The raisins?
Four
The
tenders.
California raisins?
the kids show with the guys in the red, white, blue, yellow shirt?
Oh, Wigglers.
Teletubbies?
The Wigglers, yeah.
Oh.
The Wigglers.
The Wigglers, yeah.
That was an inappropriate show. When you,
Oh, it was those guys. And then they had the one girl, and they've run that train.
oh,
I'm not.
I mean that's like
no.
human
Did you guys
centipede
ever
train
seen the-
type
I'm
shit
not-
going
Did
on
you
right
ever
there.
see the
I'm
movie
not-
Death to Smoochie?
I'm not.
I never finished it. I've like
rem-
seen bits and pieces.
Like, I remember it, but I got to get rid
It's
of
a
it.
With
really
Ed
good
Norton
Ed Norton
and,
and
Robin
It was one of
Williams.
those dark comedies, right?
It's a dark comedy. It's just basically about a kid show star and like the
Yeah,
dark
right,
back,
yeah.
like behind the scenes of that, and
Death
it's
to
just
Smoochie.
changed my life.
It
I can't watch a kid show the same ever again.
Blues Clues
The only
freaks
clean
you
one
out,
was
huh?
Mr. Rogers.
Luckily, Blue's Clues is just
Don't
by
tell me.
himself.
Don't at me. Don't at me, bro. Mr. Rogers was the only clean one. Everybody else. Yeah, what was that guy's name? Steve with the big blue
yeah.
couch or
What
something?
about Sesame Street?
Oh, come on.
You think the
Are you
puppets
kidding me?
were-
That shit was from the 70s. They were doing weird
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
The puppet,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
The originals.
You've seen Bert
they're
and
like,
Ernie, right?
hey,
they were high.
You've seen Bert and Ernie.
They
I
were
mean,
hi- they were high.
I
Big-
heard Snuffleupagus was loose.
Big Bird.
Snuffleupagus.
Wait, Big Bird had a friend that he could see and nobody else could. Okay, so what is Big Bird doing over there? All right, he's going to some Chad Kelly parties. All right.
Big Bird. Why he's got that white powdery shit on his nose or beak or whatever the fuck that
We
thing
gonna
is?
get suspended. We're gonna get suspended.
Who's gonna suspend us?
I'm just
Bring it on, bitches.
Hefe, if you're listening, you should have drunk Lou Holtz call in right now.
drunk
Yeah. Where's he at?
I don't think we want to add anybody to this mix.
Well, first of all, he was talking shit because we called him out on some crazy ass Notre Dame bet. Drunk Lou Holtz.
What did he bet? I saw the tweet. I didn't read into
He
it.
put his mortgage up on it.
He put his mortgage on what?
He said to take Notre Dame plus or minus 20 against Pitt.
That shit was wrong.
Wow.
He lost some money.
He saw UCF. He saw a real football team running the score up on Pitt, and he's like, "Oh, I think my Notre Dame Fighting Irish should do the same, but they're not as good."
Wait. He's a fighting Irish?
I mean, he was the
It's
head
Lou
coach
Holtz,
when they won
and
a
he's
national
drunk,
championship.
though.
Oh, you're talking about Lou Holtz, not
Yeah.
the guy who plays Lou Holtz.
What are you talking about? It's just Lou Holtz who's drunk.
Gotcha.
Jeff is probably like, please tell everybody that he's fake, but he's not. He's the
He's
real
not
guy.
fake. He's really Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz.
Lou Holtz.
All of our celebrities that are on 12 Ounce Sports Radio are real. Bill
Except
Belichick, Ed
Willie
Orgeron, Willie Taggart, all of them.
Not Willie Taggart.
Mel Vipa.
Here, I'm going to tell you a true story real quick about Lou Holtz. He once walked into a bar. He ran into a moose, and he said, "Hey, Moose."
Hey, Moose.
Who's your daddy?
And then there was a
And
salad.
the Moose said, Anthony Mack.
Anthony Mack. And this has been brought to you by Mack's Moose Salads.
Dude, this is definitely left.
This is safe for the kids' ears.
Definitely not.
So, Anthony Mack, speaking of Moose, how's the WNBA offseason going?
Can you give us some updates on the free agency moves in the WNBA?
In the draft that's coming up?
I mean, they look good.
I mean, who do you think? Give us your top 5 draft picks coming into the draft.
Who are you watching going into the girls'
I mean,
they all
basketball
look
season?
good. And I'm not, like, don't say watching like that. I know what you mean.
What are
okay?
you talking
I
about?
know what you mean.
Why are you getting weird?
Listen.
You get real quiet when you
You're
get
getting real
weird.
defensive.
I'm just saying, bro. I got a dog at home, okay?
What does that even mean?
That's what she said.
I got a moose at home, and I know how to use it.
Anthony Mack.
You shut your face. If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet.
That is just for you, Golden Ghost.
Holy
That
crap, bro.
that sound clip is only for you. I will only play it for you.
It's been a weird day. It's just getting weirder.
Oh, it was a weird day.
Is weirder a word?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe.
Weirder.
Weirdest? Weirder?
I don't know. You just said mice. No, moose and
Nice moose.
Do you have to keep fucking bringing up the moose?
Just saying.
That's all you talk about.
Mouse.
Moose
Mice.
salad. Yummy,
that funky
yummy.
salad.
Rats.
Moose salad.
Yummy, yummy.
Is it
All right, you guys want to talk about
Moose
sports or something?
I thought we were talking about the WNBA, and then he got weird about his dog.
So David Price is pitching tonight. You guys think he can bounce back from?
Well, it looked like he had a good first inning.
Yeah,
who?
David Price.
I'm just messing with you.
So it's 40 degrees there now with a wind chill of 30,
Ooh, that's
34.
The sewers have like gas coming out of them.
Yeah, it
they're
reminds me
poisoning
of-
the entire city. It's Batman.
It reminds me of Ghostbusters.
Boston, man.
Ooh,
You ever been to
retro.
Boston?
Yeah, I used to get stationed there.
Does it
North
smell,
End,
Does it
Irish
smell?
section.
Does it smell in Boston?
Just a normal city.
Just normal city.
Yeah,
Worse than Orlando.
I don't recall there. But this was like 12 years ago. No, like 14 years ago.
I have
don't
never
recall a
been to
smell.
Boston. It'd probably be a cool town to go to. It seems like
it's
a good
an okay
people.
town.
It's an
I wish
okay
I
town.
I wish I
They have a
wasn't.
lot of bars so we can go get drunk.
Oh, there's tons of bars.
You can find a bar in any town, my friend. You
Yeah.
don't need to go to the big city to get a good bar.
I'm just saying, like, you can do a
Oh,
pretty
if I
good
went there,
dive
I'd be going into a
walk.
bar. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good bar
Yeah.
walk there.
You got a lot of mass holes there, but yeah.
What?
Massachusetts assholes. It's like a combination word.
Yeah.
I'm glad I had to define that for you. They call them mass holes.
I can imagine there being a lot of people out there like that.
Uh-huh. All right, so speaking of, do you think Tom Brady is the GOAT?
Oh,
or do you
shit.
think it's Blake Bortles?
Ryu from Street Fighter's pitching.
Hadouken.
Oh, good out.
No, I don't think Tom Brady's the good. You
All
know,
right, okay.
So it's definitely Blake Bortles then.
it's definitely not.
So
Blake
Blake
Bortles.
Griffin goes off for 50 points last night.
He did what?
50 points.
Blake Griffin still plays basketball.
Half a hundo.
So the big story today is, has Blake Griffin altered his game to keep up with the ever-ending demands of the NBA, and as he became back into relevancy, and is he a superstar now? And Anthony Mack right now is Googling to see if Blake Griffin is still in the NBA. I'm not fucking with you, man.
Dude, he's on the East. Who did he play to get 50 points against?
The Philadelphia
76ers.
You know,
the-
J.J. Redick led.
Everybody's
76ers.
high on these 76ers, dude. I'm not sold on.
Well,
them.
Ben Simmons was sitting, so that helped out.
Okay.
But here's another. This is a twist. We didn't talk about this morning, Chris America, because it just came out this afternoon. The NBA has officially given Joel Embiid a warning for flopping. He got the flop
Wow.
warning.
Really?
Big time.
I heard it was a telegram too.
They were like, "Doot, doot, 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 doot,
Guy came to the door.
Smokes it.
Joel Embiid, stop. You are flopping. Stop. You are now being warned to not flop again. Stop.
This is a message of the emergency
Sincerely, the
broadcasting
NBA.
service.
Stop.
You're flopping. Stop. That's funny, dude. That's pretty awesome.
What, that the NBA came out and gave him a warning for flopping?
No, yeah, absolutely. Stop that shit, man.
Andre
It's the
Drummond
it's the
got
reason
his,
why I stopped watching.
got his second technical and got kicked out of the game because of the flop from Joel Embiid. He played it off. The refs had no idea. Like, I mean, this was like level Class A
is this your replay
LeBron
tweet?
stuff going on.
Is this your "we need replay" tweet? This is what,
I
What
know.
the hell
I
does
said we
that
need
mean?
fights.
oh.
I don't know about replay.
No, you said something
Replay.
about replay.
Replay.
What do you think about fights? I want to bring them
Playoffs?
back.
I mean, if you're gonna bring back replay, yeah.
What?
Why do you care about replay so much?
Because
Fights.
we're gonna.
What do you want more, fights or
we need to
replay?
figure out who's the fighting going against. You know what I'm saying? Who's fighting?
So
who
who's
started it?
who spit first?
No, we don't need
Chris
to know who
Paul
started. We just
or
need to let him
Rondo.
do it.
So man, I really thought that one angle of the video had his hand swiping down, like downward. So I really thought it came from
Call that the
Carmelo
downward
Anthony.
swiping dog. It's a yoga move.
I thought it came from Carmelo Anthony, but then somebody did the close up of Rondo spitting on him. So I'm thinking it's Rondo. Unless somebody can prove that that's altered, Rondo did it.
All right,
Rondo
so
started it.
All right, we're going to say that Rondo's the bad guy in this
Rondo's the
situation.
bad guy.
But here's the real question. Anthony Mack, if you were stranded on a desert island and you had one banana boat and you could only invite 3 NBA superstars to go on that banana boat with you, who would they be?
Are these past and present?
You cannot pick Larry Bird. He's off the table.
Really?
All right, so Larry Bird's number 1. No,
Bird
we're going
wasn't
present.
number
We're
one.
going present.
We're going present?
Yeah, let's see who's Anthony
Come
Mack's
on,
banana
man.
boat
There's no
buddies.
cool people in the NBA now. I don't want to say there are any cool people. Hell, JJ Redick.
There you
feel-
go.
I feel like
you
I
picked
can-
JJ Redick to go on the banana
I feel
boat.
like I can get him drunk and he'll do stupid shit and entertain everybody. It'll be fun.
Oh.
I don't think anybody else is out there.
Who's this?
I said, who's he going to bring on a banana boat?
wouldn't
He
even
named one
listen.
player. Guess who he named?
JJ Redick.
JJ
I
Redick.
feel like I can horse him. to do
Number
some
one, JJ probably has a sweet weed connection.
Oh,
shit. Here
yeah.
we go with the weed again.
Rich white kid from Duke.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
probably does. Okay, so JJ Redick.
His hookup, his name's Cornelius.
You know that guy has some sweet stuff.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
since-
Cornelius is like
Yeah.
top level stuff.
Yeah.
He's like Walter White, like
He-
mixing that
he
shit. He's
opens up the bag.
He came
like,
out of
"What
the
do you
chemistry
want?"
lab. He's like, I was at Harvard with a chemistry degree, and now I'm going to give you some good weed.
So, real quick before we go, and we're talking about the banana boat.
why are you fucking with Cornelius like that, man? Come on. All right, go back to the banana boat.
So CP3 is a banana boater for life, right?
Is he?
For life.
I
Yeah.
guess so. Yeah.
So we heard that Rondo said that he's a bad teammate, and if you want somebody to back you up to make your word seem legit, the first person that comes to mind's got to be Glenn Big Baby Davis, right? That is
Big
the
Baby.
person.
Wait.
That is the person you want verifying what you are saying,
They were teammates on the Celtics.
right?
That makes it legit.
So he said.
So Rondo says Chris Paul's a bad person and a bad teammate, and Glenn Big Baby Davis says I was teammates with both of them, and Chris is a very bad teammate.
Oh, snap.
Wait, is that verbatim? That's what he said? I want to say
I mean,
that Big
it
Baby
was our
didn't say
motivational
that.
quote of the week.
Davis commented on Bleacher Report's Instagram post with Rondo's quote, I played with both of them, Davis wrote in the comments. Chris Paul is a very bad teammate. End
Was-
quote.
Can you repeat that,
That
one
doesn't
more time?
sound like Big Baby Davis. It sounds like maybe. Damn, was he sober when he said that? Was he high? I think he has.
We don't know. It was on
Chances
Instagram.
are he posted that, and then he started throwing computer keyboards at a hotel receptionist
Yes.
in Orlando.
He-
Chances
he
are that
butt
happened.
dialed that Instagram post.
Yeah, and
That was
then
butt
he
dialed.
got mad and he threw a keyboard at a receptionist.
He also has
And then he took like
the-
50,000 out the bank. And
His
got
butt
on
is the
jet,
size of a
Right.
moose butt.
Bought some Popeyes.
Yeah,
Was it Popeyes he had on the plane?
I don't.
I mean,
remember.
honestly,
I think it was
Popeyes is some
Popeyes.
good stuff. I'd take that on a plane.
Every once in a while, though, right? 'Cause-
What are you, Church's Chicken?
Dude, I
and
haven't had
biscuits.
church chicken in a while. Boy.
Remember when it was right outside of our high school?
Fuck yeah,
You just
bro.
scrounge
It's
up like
not there
$4.
anymore.
No, you scrounge up like $4 and you go to Church's
You
Chicken
get some
after
tenders,
school,
dude. It's not there anymore.
right before football
right,
practice.
save this
It's
for
like
the
a
damn reunion,
Subway,
you-
man. Hey, we do have a reunion coming up, man. You want
Do
to
we?
shout out the
All
reunion?
right,
Like
talk
November
about
9th?
this off
For
air.
what?
Nobody cares
They're
about
just
your
hanging out, man. November 9th. Everybody's hanging out. You should come.
I might check it out.
Yeah, you should come out. You should come too.
Well, I guess
Ginger
so.
guy.
You're an honorary lineman
They
high school grad
hey,
now.
just call me Cornelius.
Cornelius.
So you.
All right, yeah. Wow.
Cornelius is rocking the shit.
Damn, son, don't be selling me out.
Dude,
Dude.
we're gonna get fined.
So you got Oprah salads?
Yeah, Oprah Solid. My Oprah Solid today is JJ Redick for taking one for the team and riding on that banana boat with Anthony Mack. Hashtag Oprah Solid. Anthony Mack, Golden Ghost. I'm sorry, I keep saying Anthony Mack. That's not your real name. That's a made-up name.
Yeah.
Your real name is Golden Ghost. Go ahead, Golden Ghost. Who is
Golden
your
Ghost.
Oprah Solid?
Wait. Who did Blake Bortles get benched for?
Cody Kessler.
Cody Kessler is my MVP.
Woo. That one stings just a little bit. Woo. Oh, Oh God.
Taking
that'd
ugly throwing balls
Oh.
out. Take them out.
God,
All right,
Chris America, come home with this
I got
one.
2 Oprah solids. One is going to be Florida Gator, Tyree Cleveland. He's a wide receiver, starting wide receiver, but that's not why he's.
All right, that's the end of the show. Thanks for listening.
Homeboy's doing work on special teams, going after punts, downing them inside the 20. That's what you want from your wide receiver, not a
When did
diva.
this become a serious
You
show?
get all
And
serious on us,
And then,
man.
hold
What's wrong
on.
with you?
Would you stop? And then I got my co-MVP, moose salads.
I want to feel like he wasn't going to
Stay
say
tuned
moose
next
salad.
week for your Scout Team After Dark. There may be a moose.
There may be a salad.
We might talk
There
about
may be
sports.
a
Tossing
moose
of that
salad.
Yummy,
This
yummy.
is all